Hello everyone, Phil here, and I'm about to check out the Metaphor RePhantasio demo on PC. I literally just booted it up, and we're taking a look at it. I haven't adjusted anything yet, so we're probably gonna have to mess with the graphics. Let's go ahead and make sure it's in English. Yes, please proceed with English text. That would be great. Do we want Japanese or English audio? Probably English, I would think. We want to hear the English dub, right? Let's hear the English dub. I'm sure we can change it later. A network connection will enable in-game features. Let's connect it. That brightness is pretty good, I would say. All right. Game uses autosave, all right. Do not unauthorized reproduce. No crap, right? Here we go. Loading. This game is the work of fiction. Shit. I thought it was an autobiography of my life. Now that would be something. I mean, I've already seen a lot of biographies of my life recently. Maybe I don't really need to see another one. And this is also the warning about, yeah, dizziness and stuff for people who have epileptic issues. No? Oh, that was very low. That volume was very low. What's up with that? Just the volume or not? Studio Zero, is that the name of the studio that makes the Persona games too? Studio Zero?
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Yes, he does. Take the money.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Turning up the volume, it seems low. Turning it way up. Let me know if it's too loud now.
A land grotesque as its people.
Got horns?
You dreamt of utopia. You
Yeah, this
saw
game's
the
volume's
tribes
really low.
united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, wow.
Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
That's messed up. Oh, shit. I forgot to ask for the passcode to your bank account. Oh, well. All that
By
Bitcoin
my
is
hand.
frozen forever now.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
Can you take your
In
armor
dark
off?
times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
Oh, that's interesting.
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity?
Luis.
He would.
A
Of
shame
course.
to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon.
The prince, the guy was like
And
90.
only a king may wield the royal scepter. The very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Do they suspect he was the one who did it, I wonder?
Here begins the demo prologue of Metaphor RePhantasio. What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning. But through it, your experience will mirror the full version.
So this is the same as playing the real game.
Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version.
That's cool.
We thank you for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
Game content seen here may vary from the full version of the game. Well, I guess because they may actually like patch it or change it slightly. But the game comes out in less than a month, correct? So it's pretty much about to be out. I doubt that it would be too dramatically different than what the final version will be, right? Okay. Metaphor RePhantasio. Press the any button. So let's mess with it. Let's see here. First of all, can we up the volume? No, that's maxed. And that's like, oh wait, holy shit, no way. Good, let's fix this. Because it's way too low. Let's just go max. That's probably gonna be way better, and now I can lower it. Now I can lower it a bit, because we maxed it there. Hopefully that works now. You guys let me know as we play, okay? But I maxed it. Yes, the NVIDIA high definition audio. Voice volume, everything's maxed, okay. Okay. Let's go to graphics. So, oh, graphics quality. No, we want high. We want high graphics quality. Picture quality, high frame rate 60. How? Oh, it goes to 120. That's cool. Yeah, let's do 120. Cool. Play. Oh, what? Why is it 720p? Wait, what? Why is it 720p? Do you think that's because of the settings up here? Why is it 720p only? I want it higher than that. How do we fix that? Anyone know? Why would it only be 720p? That makes no sense at all. I can't even change it. It gives me an error. The hell? Oh, wait a minute. Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's what it was. Okay. We want 1080p. That's what we're going for. G-Sync on. There we go. I'm still getting used to PC gaming, my friends. This looks great now. Wow, it looks really good. Okay, excellent. 120 frames, 1080p. This is sweet. All right, I think we're good. Here we go. Metaphor time. Very cool. I'm excited to be playing everything at like the best now. All the best graphics in every game. So cool.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Scheming man.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
Should I put the leaderboard at the top of the screen, guys? Do you think that would look better if I do this? That way it's not interfering with any of the text box. I think that's better to do for this game. Let's do that quick. Here we go. Cool. All right.
Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
We're not in the Velvet Room. Or who are you who shall guide the protagonist? What's going on? They're forcing you to use the keyboard. So you have to put a name. Okay. Should I do... it doesn't look like Darkside Phil would fit. It's too long. I guess I could just do DSP then, right? Or DSPGaming. Or just DS. We'll just do DSP. DSP is fine. Okay. Tab to confirm. My name is DSP. There we go. Dumas. This is not the protagonist. This is naming who is controlling the character. Okay. I'm DSP and I'm controlling the character. That sounds good. Music's nice. I like this music already.
Ah, a most unusual name.
Well, screw you too.
One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours.
Good assumption.
It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Yes. No. Wait, what? Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? Not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Normal difficulty. We're not going hard and regicide. We're doing normal. Are you ready? Oh, I'm ready.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Two different color eyes.
Is it true then? The king is dead.
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the
Monsters?
vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come
Oh,
on,
they
let's
in.
see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
You're dead.
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up.
They're getting robbed.
Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So
Elder?
he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it!
Oh! Wow, murder.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Let's want to get stuck like us.
Uh-oh. Well, so much for him.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Kick him off the cliff. Holy shit. That's fucked up. Damn, he screamed like a wimp. That's not very good. A good opening for the protagonist. He gets his ass kicked down a cliff.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
Gallica.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission.
Freaking Tinkerbell.
Definitely could have gone worse.
Definitely Tinkerbell. What mission? Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Oh, you actually have a voice. You're not a voiceless protagonist.
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Okay. Traudia Desert. Okay, our first
Think
taste
we'll
of
make it?
gameplay. You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Basic controls. Hold right trigger when moving to dash. Press B to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the mini-map to see which way to go. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu. So, here we go. Rotate the camera. 120. Dude, I'm playing an RPG in 120 frames. This is insane. Run. Here we go. Dodge. Okay. Any items over here? Hidden? No, it's an invisible wall. So what are we looking at? What are those enemies? Do you think those dust clouds are enemies in the environment? That looks like a big enemy moving around. Back there. Interesting. Stop. Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Ew.
Watch
Unknown sandworm Volmo. Those look especially dangerous. Watch out. I don't think you've noticed this yet, though. Don't want to walk towards the sandworms. Press left trigger. Use phase sight, the ability to let you see what Gallica senses in the environment. If you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can. They're all unknown because you haven't fought any enemies yet.
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
A lot of enemies out here, look. There's the one on the ground. So those are worms. Like a hyeno. Oh, attacking in real time. It's not turn-based.
Found us. Get ready, everyone.
Come and get.
How do you heal? How do you do stuff?
I'm right here.
How do you play?
You can't die. Please, don't.
I had no idea what I was doing. You didn't say how to play.
Fantasy is only fiction, is it?
I didn't say that. I said the opposite.
Okay.
How do you play? This is attack. X is attack. A does nothing. Y does nothing. V dodges. Left bumper, nothing. Right bumper opens a map. Left trigger is sight, and right trigger is
These
run.
ones aren't messing
So all
around.
I could do is mash X?
They look pretty tough. Careful now.
So don't fight the hyenos? What am I just to avoid all the enemies then?
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around. Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
106!
Come on.
Are you kidding? How do I do abilities and shit? Magic. I don't know how to do anything. I guess you're not supposed to fight anything. You're just supposed to run through this part. Oh god, look at this thing. Insane demon lion. You can kick my ass. Hey, you're on my ass.
Look. Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
By the way, guys, the volume sounds good. Does everything sound good on the stream? Because I had to adjust the volume here to get it to work. If you're here and you are enjoying the Metaphor demo, please consider liking the stream, giving it some engagement. Same thing if you're watching on demand, please like the video. And guys, if you're enjoying, please support the stream in some way. A super chat, super sticker, membership, gifted membership, or tip would all be appreciated. Thank you to anyone who contributes. It would be great to get something in here since we started playing the game. Okay, I guess you gotta refresh my memory. What are we here for?
Right.
Time's good? Okay, thank you.
What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
What is the mission?
First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center.
Okay.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say? Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
What's your usual spell? Heal spell.
Right.
It says, though music is playing directly in my mind, the effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Look!
Brian says he had no chance of trying to get the 30th anniversary edition PS5 today. Dude, those bundles, which is only, what, 12,300 of them or whatever, that stuff sold out immediately to bots. What? Not a single human bought those. You know that, right? Those are all bots that were sitting there waiting. Jade, you're enjoying this? I'm glad to hear that. That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Keep moving and try to stay out of sight. She didn't heal me. What did the spell do? It didn't even do anything. So basically my camera is just blocking the mission. It says go to the Royal Capital. Let me move the camera down slightly. There you go. Now it's not blocking anything. Cool. So this stuff in the bones.
I don't like this.
Medicinal herb.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that. Great find. Keep it.
Where's the road? I missed the road. Where'd it go? Lost the road. Uh-oh. This is bad. What's going on?
Not good! Run for it!
Not good. Low frame rate sandworms.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia.
Oh.
The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Oh, great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epic of glory to grant me thy guidance. Righty then.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Whoa. First town.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please!
Wow.
I've done nothing wrong!
Are they all
Lying
animal
dog,
hybrids?
Don't try to deny
They are,
it.
aren't they?
You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Ouch! Cartilage crackle.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you.
They are. All these people are animal hybrids.
Hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid.
Can they see her? Wouldn't it be weird to be seeing a fairy flying around? No one's reacting to this?
We're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here. In the whole city, even.
So everyone is an animal hybrid except him. He's just fully humanoid, but others are animal hybrids. Huh.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else.
What's the difference between what's a Clamar and a Roussant? So the Clamar has to either have the horns and the pointy ears, and the Roussant is the other one.
Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
If he was trying to blend in, wouldn't he put on something fake? Can you put on fake ears or horns or something? That way you don't, you know, stick out.
Did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play. Assassination.
Oh! Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
What?
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Why is everyone in these games always British for some reason? Okay.
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
So the prince is his son, I get it. His son is stricken sick, so he can't be the new heir, and the king's dead. And then who's gonna be the heir? Probably the guy who murdered him, which obviously that was the plan all along, but they don't know that he murdered him.
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
A saint?
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out?
What kind of curse is this? Like Sleeping Beauty.
No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Who are they trying to contact, and what's the message? Ooh, backstory.
Hey, are you listening?
No. I was paying no attention.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Okay, we're looking for the recruitment center. I don't know if there'll be any other content right now, or if that's just what we do. You know where we're going. Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. You can press right bumper to open the local map. If you're unsure what to do, press Y in Gallica. We'll have good ideas, or so she thinks, and you can save in safe areas like towns.
Whatever will I do?
Here you go. Might as well save. It's definitely the visual style of Persona, but man, the entire, plot and universe is different.
Hey, mister.
Hi, mister. Chat. Good to believe me, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. A monster was attacking a town. Oh, come now. If any of that were true, the army would have already been dispatched. Enough with your daft stories.
Unfair.
You probably just got spooked by a wild dog and mistook it for a monster. Right.
Idiot peasants.
Hey, mister.
Just to go up on the map there. This is the full map. There you go. There's the full map. We've got some stores around us. What's this store here?
This place.
Magic shop. This shop sells igniters. One of those would come in handy. Too bad we can't afford it, so we have no money right now.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
Huh. Or a necklace or something?
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one. Not interested. What's a magic igniter? Well, we know what it is now.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
What is Magla? We don't know yet.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
Shady Woman. What a great name. Shady Woman.
Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
Only if it's free.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much? No thanks. The royal scepter.
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
Wow.
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll say I won't be staying long.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We need to be careful.
Who would be out for him, though? I wonder.
Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Yeah, but I didn't choose to chat with the local. She walked into a cutscene. Come on.
Let's head there.
Blaming me. There's different buildings. Like, what's this one? St. Firmus Church. It's a beautiful church, but now's not a great time to pray. They're definitely directing us towards the story. We can't really do much to explore right now.
Leave it out.
Dude, it looks so weird to be playing an RPG in 120 frames per second. It's just bizarre. I gotta get used to it. All right. I was hoping we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead.
What are you playing at?
I'm out of ideas.
Beg pardon? Dear me.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicions.
Yeah, but I don't know the
As long
answers.
as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine.
We just started a game. How would I know what to
Good luck
answer?
in there.
Right?
Knock 'em down.
Spill all the beans by accident.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth.
So a young nobleman is also trying to become a soldier. At the same time that you're sneaking in and trying to become a soldier.
I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
No.
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore.
Oh, snap.
But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up.
The voice acting's great. There's probably all people who do like anime
Thought
voice
your
acting,
kind
right?
was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too.
Always the age of
army
adulthood.
Can always use more of those.
Just so barely the age of adulthood, as always in these games.
So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for change. I need the money. I'm just so bored. I'll say I need the money.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I'm stronger than I look. I got a sharp mind. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. Let's say that.
I've always been pretty lucky.
I asked for your skills, boy. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
And then the name of the story's protagonist. Oh, does the protagonist actually have a name? Or do you have to make one up? Does anyone know if the protagonist had like a default name they intended, or you always intended to just name anything? Right? I don't know. I don't want him to be DSP or Darkside Phil. I want him to be his own character, but what do you name him? It's Will? Is his actual name supposed to be Will? Is that true? Is that something called a protagonist Will? Let's see. His name is just Protagonist. I just looked it up. His actual official name is just Protagonist. So yeah, you're free to make him with the name whatever you want. Okay, I looked it up. What the heck do we want to name him? Will and Renee? Then why does it say Protagonist when I just looked it up? The name defaults to Will. What if I just hit it now? Can't, you have to type something. There's no default. There's literally no default. I mean, Will sounds fine to me. That's what it is. Will. Now tab doesn't work, by the way. You gotta hit enter first, then tab. Here, hold on. You cannot use blank. It is actually Will, but it varies on region. All right, we'll use Will then. I'm okay with that. All right.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to.
You do get a free igniter. All right. What a long line. Guess we had no choice but to wait our turn. Oh man, there's people here. All right, well, let's figure out what we got to do. Okay, so I don't know what they're expecting me to do here. It says check join the queue. I guess that's all I was supposed to do. Obviously, we want to get through the intro segment to see what the core gameplay mechanics will be like. Will it be like Persona or what?
Sightings.
Soytings? I hate soytings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, human...
Next.
They have pointy ears. We have people with ears that stick out this way, people with ears that go up this way, horns, and there was another one too, wasn't there? I think there were 4 kinds.
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder. It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Oh.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
So the Clamars are the ones with the horns. Roussant are the ones with the pointy ears? Is that what they're saying?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks, that was terrifying. I had it handled. Just say thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Tinder Igniter Lube. So this is something you equip. The other person had one that they held in the hand like a staff, but this one he equips like a piece of equipment, like on his head.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter, so it's a necklace. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms like the one I saw on Main Street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity Map. So we'll have a map to help us around the vicinity of the capital.
That's a real map.
Okay. She's really that excited. It's a real map. Yeah. They're not that big of a deal. Like, why is she freaking out?
It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger. In a moment, you miserable lot are under my command.
Captain Klingy. I've received a contribution. Let's see, take a look at it. Captain Klinger. So, I received a $21 tip from Arrow, who says, I've been really busy this week. I have to catch up on demand. I heard this game has links playing similar to Persona 5. Is this doable for your channel? As something that we do on and off over time, yes. Do I think that we're going to be able to do this as a daytime mainstream game all the time? Probably not. Like, people would have to be okay with it being a very long-term playthrough that we do slowly over time, as opposed to something that we're turboing through. The problem is, a lot of people want to see games turboed through these days, and if it takes too long to get through it, then they complain, oh, it took too long. And it's like, I can tell you right now. For example, we're playing this demo right now. We're still in the intro. We haven't even really played the game yet. We don't even have 250 viewers. Now, it's the hot new game from Atlas, the one that's the next one from Persona, and people said, are you going to play it? Are you going to play it? Are you going to play it? I'm playing the demo, and not even 250 people have shown up. So it's pretty obvious that it's not the kind of game that's going to get mainstream appeal on my content, correct? Like, I think we can admit that. So, the deal is, let's see how it does. We'll play through the demo. You know, we'll determine after the demo's done, because I heard it's 5 to 7 hours long, so it's going to be a while to get through it. Is this a game that people want to see me play or not? I don't know. I like Persona a lot. I loved Persona 3, 4, and 5 all. Okay, every one of them I've done a playthrough of on this channel. But it's 2024, and a lot of things have changed, and these long-term RPGs don't do so well anymore. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to see firsthand how stuff goes, you know. Let's give it a look and see what happens, all right? So thank you for that. Actually, with that, we have hit the hat goal. So we can do a hat pull here. Which hat is Metaphor best? Let's see. So we can do the red fedora, the Pikachu hat. Let's do... I'm trying to think of hats we haven't done in a bit. Things we haven't worn in a while. I just wore the Los Santos cap last night. Cowboy again? I was like cowboy. I haven't worn that in a bit. And do I have a hat like right here? Put on. I guess we could do the... Nah, I don't want to do the knit night helmet because it's getting warm in here. I want to do something that's like a normal hat that's not going to overheat me. We just did the straw hat as well. Oh, can't find another good hat. Oh, the fisherman's hat. I forgot about that. Oh, what am I doing? There you go. I totally forgot about that hat. Okay. You guys please vote for a hat. And of course, if we do hit the full goal of 150, we'll have a vest in the mix as well. And everything counts. Both tips, super chats, and super stickers. So please contribute and support the stream. Okay.
I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again.
Again.
First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards.
Yes, Barney, I know the night hat would be nice, but I have full sun in the office today. I have to have the window open because it's so sunny and hot. If I put on the night's hat, I will overheat. I can't do that. I have to do a more cooler setup today. Okay?
Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Pain?
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Oh, well, that's a coincidence.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
If it's such a hard life being a soldier, and they're such dicks to you when you become one, why would anyone willingly become one? Wouldn't everyone be like, no, we don't want to do this, and then just get drafted, right? Like, who the hell would want to be a soldier in this setting? Yet they all signed up willingly, like dunces. It's Waters Day. Waters Day.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Yeah. Fed Rogers said, I thought the protagonist was a girl first. I mean, typical JRPG style where the protagonist is kind of like, almost like ambiguous, very feminine traits, even though he's supposed to be a dude. They do this a lot.
Hey. You awake?
He's with his sleep. You're waking him up? What's wrong with your problem? Is it morning already?
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning? Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
No, we're just learning the backstory now. I don't remember. I'd rather not think about it.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Who gave him the book? Sure, can it wait? What book? What book? The book's sitting right there.
What book?
Oh, I don't know. The one lying right there that you're always carrying around? Good thing those bandits weren't much for reading, huh? Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories.
What's funny is the fantasy world looks like an actual city of like normal humans. So maybe to them, we're their fantasy world. Like their fairy tale world is actually our real world Earth. That's interesting, actually. All right, so the Pikachu hat looks like it's dominating the poll. I'm just gonna grab it now and put it on. And then hopefully we will work towards the full King's Coffers goal of a vest. Let's do it, guys. For the record, if we hit that goal, that means the streak resumes. The streak will resume if we hit it, so let's do it. Now I look like a fool. Very nice. Very comfy hat, though. This is actually a super comfy hat.
Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over.
Well, it's definitely not our world because tons of people are born into discrimination in our world, that's for sure.
In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor.
See, they're trying. Oh, maybe it's the world of Persona. Maybe they're going. Maybe their alternate world is Persona. That'd be neat.
Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see.
That's definitely not the real world. That's for sure.
No magic. No tribal conflict. And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already?
No.
Do you know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
What? It's still paper. It's not a big deal. It's not like you're, moving walls.
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Late night. Oh, gotta save. In fact, should we split the part? We probably should. This is a actual break stopping point in the game. I think it makes sense here to split the part. So thank you everyone who has joined me for part 1 of the Metaphor RePhantasio demo/intro, because this really is the real game. If I choose to play the full game, we're not going to replay this part. So appreciate that. Thank you guys. And I will see you in part 2. If you're watching on demand, please remember to like the video and leave comments on it. Let me know, what do you think about Persona, but in a fantasy setting? So far, I think it feels very Persona-esque. We just haven't seen gameplay mechanics yet, but I'm curious, what it'll amount to. It's pretty interesting to me. I like the graphics, right? And the music. Graphics and music so far are pretty good. If you're watching here live on stream, please give the stream a like if you're having a good time. Engagement is key. It helps a ton. So let's get the likes up to 100 likes today. That would be great if you could help. And of course, anything is well appreciated. The hell just happened? I didn't even do anything. All right, let's split the part. I don't know what happened there.